Defum's duo here. Yes, I see. Of course. Boy Wonder. We're needed for a Defum special.
Holy Saint Nick, David!
I couldn't have said it better myself.
God, that was great, guys. Thank you so much. And for the next shot, we're gonna have you guys jumping up from the bed here. David, that's not what I meant.
You said jumping up from the bed, that's code. Let's go. Well.
It's been a whole year.
And I don't even have a toy.
David, I think you have a drink as well?
Yeah, I'm drinking beer because I'm a man.
Wow.
You can tell by my shirt because this is like, what do they call this? Chin Chin, witty banter over everyone. Probably talk to me about the thing we're here to talk about. Presumably death films and or my colonoscopy.
Guys, it's been another year.
Tell me about your colonoscopy. This guy tells me nothing.
Guys, it's been another year. Welcome back to our annual holiday special video where we thank you, and here we are celebrating our failures, as always. And the fun stuff that happened. 2024, what happened this year?
Oh boy, bad elections? No. We have been busy bees in a sadly not as productive ways for the channel itself as we wish we could have been, which feels like we're making excuses every year about it. But this year
What's the difference between this year and the other ones? Oh, I guess
a lot of projects.
nothing's changed.
Yeah, I
It
guess
seems
not.
like I just snapped my finger and it was back to 2019 again.
Yeah, kinda.
So, greetings and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So, what updates do we have? Well, we have done so much this year and we have been finishing up all those projects that have been like on the wayside. This year has been the working year. Next year will be the premiere year, so to say.
Black Hills will officially premiere on the Sweden Action Film Festival in 2025 on February 8th. Watch it in theaters.
Get your tickets now. You can actually do that if you follow this link
If
below.
you live in Sweden, I guess, too. Or come over. It'd be cool.
Yeah,
We'll be
honestly,
there. We can
that
high
would be
five.
amazing getting like an international audience. Wouldn't that be something?
I promise a kiss. I don't actually. But I promise a crisp high five.
I promise I'm in the movie.
From first-time feature film debut director David comes Black Hills, an homage to the 80s B-movies, but with some substance over the style.
We were approached by our producer for the project, Joacim Stefan, which had a team of basically everything but a director and cinematographer. We discussed, we liked the idea enough, and we were given free rein to adjust and change the script to our liking. It was a super fun experience that I loved. We worked in that movie like every weekend for 6 months.
We did.
I learned a hell of a lot doing that. It probably is right about first directorial. I definitely have directed in the past, but the whole solo directorial thing, which it's never one man, it's always a team. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I was given free rein to change the script or adjust if I needed things. I always looked towards him and just told him before I did anything because I thought that was just the respect thing to do. I'm not here to fuck over your work or your stuff. I just feel like we just need this adjustment or this scene or this change. And all I can say for it, that it was a wonderful experience. We worked with really nice people. By the end, I think there was just like a very nice air of respect and enjoyment for everyone for the process that we had all gone through. Probably the youngest people there. I feel very flattered that it was a lot of, I don't know, you were treated with respect. Not a project that I ever expected to do, but I'm glad we did. I hope you enjoyed this ride of, this 80s like B-movies. Yeah, I think probably nailed it. I do think we found some substance. I think we made it look better than it could have been in maybe on someone else's hands. No shade because I didn't say a name or a person. I just think we did a good job. I'm quite happy with it. If you're here to see it, fantastic. Hopefully, eventually you'll find it somewhere. I don't know yet where that'll be.
Yeah.
Outside of just the screening, which you mentioned. Look forward to when all of you can see it, whenever that is. Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope you guys like it.
Camera rolling.
All right, holiday special. Joacim and Stefan words. Take 1 out of 1.
Hej och god jul och
Gott nytt år.
från Angerman och
Ja, vad fan heter jag?
Magnus.
Nej.
Det var en helt underbar period, inspelningen av Black Hills.
Ja, nej, det var en lång resa.
Men nu
Är den?
klar!
Så att, nej, det är riktigt, riktigt skönt. Och det är liksom en sån där grej som går och gnager hela tiden på en att man aldrig blir klar med något. Så att nu känns det fruktansvärt skönt att den är i alla fall klar som produkt. Så nu kommer jobbet med marknadsföring. Och just nu håller vi på för diskussioner med olika distributionsbolag över hela världen faktiskt. Och ja, intresset är faktiskt förvånansvärt stort.
Och jag är oerhört glad att vi frågade DEP Films att vara med på den här resan. Det var väldigt annorlunda hur vi spelade in den här filmen mot hur man brukar göra, vill jag säga. Vi var väldigt tight team, otroligt tuffa inspelningsdagar. Men ingen gnällde och alla hade...
Jag gnällde.
Ja, jag gnällde alltid, men jag tror inte jag gnällde.
Säg en gång till då.
God jul och gott nytt år! Önskar tomten. Fråga David. Is it okay?
Cut.
It was a lot of fun to. I was on set a few days too. It was a very, very wonderful experience, very memorable, and it was just so nice to be in such a professional environment. Everybody was there for the right reasons. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see it.
Just wanted to add that as we started the project, what we always do when we're hired in by someone else to work is that we follow the protocol. What we learned in film school. Set up the camera this way, go about your day this way, right? Check marks on the paper.
Yeah.
But the more trust we got from Stefan and Joacim and Lucy and the whole team, the more secure and safe we felt by adding our own visual flair and tonality to the movie, which I'm really happy about because we could just kind of throw away the whole film school rule set and just go, you know what? Honestly, this is what we would do in our own instinct as filmmakers. We would do it like this. And I'm happy that you kind of found a way to elevate the page. Everyone's going to be skimming to the action scenes because it's an action movie, and we don't want that to happen. We want people to actually watch the dialogue and drama and character scenes so you can care about the action scenes more. Same kind of technique we always implement in all our movies because we care about our characters so much that we just make the movies more because we care so much about exploring our characters. Called by you, David, to talk to Jussi and to Joacim and Stefan to know all of these scenes with the characters developing, they need equal amount of time as the action scenes do. The sound mix has been completed, the visual effects and the grading, everything. It took a couple of years of work, but it's done now.
Yeah.
And the Sweden Action Film Festival will be co-hosted by us at DEP Films. And if you have an action short film or a thriller kind of short film or sci-fi, anything like that, adventure, send it our way here on Film Freeway. A few other shorts that will be shown that we can confirm are Sober and Slutbetyg. Sober from DEP Films and Slutbetyg from Landin Productions, the co-production company of
Black Hills.
See you guys there at the premiere if you guys are in Sweden, because then you can meet us, the DEP crew, and all the actors and crew from Black Hills, and so many other action films and other films people have sent in, and so you just go there and celebrate.
Yes, my friends. Clank and the Golden Scar. Where is it? What's going on? It's been in the works for so long. I've seen a rough cut of it. And let me tell you, I enjoyed it a fair bit. It's coming closer and closer to completion.
It is. It definitely is. It's been a little bit of a pause moment once again that we always say this thing. But the fact of the matter is that this time the movie just needs, I'd say, just a couple of days of filming. Some pickups. And I'm not talking about additional photography that just enhances the movie as a whole. Just individual shots that we need in different places. And James Gunn said something similar because he said that we needed some pickups but to enhance the Superman movie. And we're kind of in the same stage here where we need these pickups to enhance the movie that we got. And yes, the first cut of the movie was 3 hours and I've gotten it to 2 hours 40, and it might end up somewhere in between that. Let's see. Let's be respectful to the story and everything because we've been working on this for so many years. We had to do reshoots, we had to come back swinging with it, and we filmed a lot of stuff for the movie. We showed the origin for the first time and it felt really satisfying to actually see it play out the way we envisioned for so many years ago. And it's a very cathartic experience for us. I don't want to spoil anything, it's very tough holding back on what this movie really is. And I think a lot of you guys think it's just a straightforward spy action movie that's just supposed to be carefree, no, not serious, but it's got a heart and soul to it, and it's way more emotional than a lot of you guys even imagine that it is. And all the characters have a lot of layers. It may be too complex for its own good, which is why it's so long. And I would want to give justice to everyone, and this is what we did, this is what we filmed, and I don't want to push record on the camera without a purpose. I don't want to just film a bunch of fluff and then go, well, I'll see if I use any of it later. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to have a purpose each time I click on record on that camera, and if we have to do reshoots for whatever reason, we had to. And it was very difficult, and I mentioned it in our previous video, it's the most difficult movie we've ever made, and I know I walked into a wall many times thinking that maybe this is it, maybe this will never be done. I lost a bunch of footage, it's true. The computer just had a glitch, and it, like Thanos' snap, it took away a bunch of scenes and random moments, and thankfully I was able to rescue a lot of it. A lot of moments with David and me were lost, so we had to refilm stuff on our own. Just getting people together in the same room and logistics has been super difficult. You wouldn't even believe how difficult it's been to get more than 2 actors on the set the same day. So it's been so sporadic, and I'm thankful for Dennis, who showed up every single day this year and took behind the scenes and helped with everything. He's held the camera, he's been the runner, he's done all kinds of things. And yes, you're gonna see him a lot in the movie too because of this, but we needed someone to trust, someone who would be there every day, and not everyone can. Everyone's got a full-time job. We're all 10 years older than we were the first time we were making these movies, or even more, maybe 15 years older.
Say something funny, Gold Scar.
I'm gonna need this actually. I'm gonna need this.
When we started YouTube, it was a different time. It was a time when everything was exciting. You could follow your peers and the movies they were making, and you could be a fan of your peers, and it was exciting to be a part of that universe on YouTube, that we're all doing videos that we care about doing and movies we care about doing, because it makes us feel better of who we are and what we're doing in life. And now there's a bunch of corporations and business accounts and all that taking over everything, and influencers. We're not that. We're us, and we're always gonna be us. And Clank is the epitome of our legacy.
Quite the calamity would have to happen for us not to get it done in the following year, and hopefully it will be as soon as possible.
Yeah, and I don't want to be making jokes about this anymore. We've done a bunch of jokes on our channel about Clank and Shadows and blah, blah, blah. It's silly, it's stupid. You know what? I'm tired of that. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of just making fun of our own thing that we love doing. So we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to do those jokes because Clank has an emotional attachment to us, guys. So I don't know why we keep doing this. I don't know why we keep kind of putting ourselves down, because we're doing what we love, right? This is our channel. You come here for us, and this is our video. I'm not going to say content, because every single video I put care and thought into. It's not a bunch of content that you can click on, and it's not Disney Plus, it's not Netflix.
Better.
We make every single video ourselves. That's not the approach. This makes us sane. This makes us keep on going by doing movies and YouTube and everything. And I'm saying this because maybe next year will be the year when a lot of these things we've been talking about for such a long time will get done. So it's the season of giving and being kind to yourselves, and let's just be kind here at DEP Films too. Let's be kind to what we are.
This guy can write speeches. Let me put it that way. No,
Great.
I'm excited to see it again. Hearing that it's being fine-tuned, and I gave some feedback. Kevin has given some feedback.
Let's give us some feedback.
I heard a lot of feedback.
And Melio's giving feedback. David's giving feedback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're fine-tuning it,
Yes.
and I'm excited to see it once it is complete and ready, because there is so much good there that I think once everything comes together, it's going to be a really fun experience. So I'm excited to see it again.
Yeah, I killed a lot of darlings.
Yes.
I did. But it's all for the sake of making the movie better.
And now, for the 6th or 7th or whatever year in a row, the boys talk about Shadows, which still is not done yet. Take it away, boys!
Yes, no, actually, guys, we filmed a lot for Shadows this year. We filmed more than we've ever filmed for Shadows. A lot of the episodes are wrapped. I'd say that what is left to film is basically the coverage of 2 full episodes.
Yeah.
And that involves the finale and some of the remaining scenes from our guest actors. in the project.
Yes.
Tell us about Shadows.
Oh gosh, it is a metaphor for depression. The darkness we cause ourselves. The shadow self is a very classic literary terminology. And for those wondering, no, this is not a DAD-oriented project. Thoughts on that have processed, but I think ultimately I decided against it, which, hell, knowing me, who knows? There's still a few episodes left. You never know what I'll do. Don't worry, there'll be a disclaimer before every episode, because I'm a big boy and I'm respectful. The show was meant to be more of an emotional roller coaster for the journey of depression, hopefully overcoming it or conquering it or accepting it even. Which to me was personal. If it comes off as that for someone, awesome. If they just think it's an awesome sci-fi thing, also fun. I don't mind. If you see it as DAD and I somehow luckily did good representation, also cool. Okay, well, what was the goddamn reason that it took so long? And the simple answer is just difficulties. Life, timing, management, all of the mundane, silly things is what caused delay.
Yeah.
It'll be very character focused, very enclosed, maybe repetitive to some people, and I understand if maybe some would even find it boring. That's fine. But I wrote the kind of story I think would be entertaining, and the kind of one I wanted to write for this character.
Who else is in Shadows? Yes, we have Rebecca returning as Julian. We have Carl-Johan Ekman stepping in as Joel, Wizard, the best friend of Eric. We got Emilio in a couple episodes. I show up here and there. We have an episode centered a bit more on Anton. We got Odo Nilsson from the LAF coming back as William Tyler.
I'm trying to remember who else is a major player there. I mean, sure.
Dennis is a co-star in
yeah.
the show now, and
But
he
yes.
will be playing the Shadow, the double of Eric.
Yes, he had. A few people have worn the suit for stunt purposes, including myself and Emilio.
David didn't have to just imagine acting opposite himself. We can actually have someone else acting in front of him, and that just helps the performance because we're actually in the same room together.
You're not staring at a green screen with
The baseball bat or whatever it's called, the baseball ball.
He's actually seeing the tormentor of his life.
Exactly.
Yeah,
welcome, Dennis.
It is
welcome.
me. Yeah.
hi.
Yeah.
Will there be more Forbidden Zones? Is the question. Let's have Emilio say some words about that.
When it comes to the Forbidden Zone series, we've had this year a release of, I guess, you could say the third movie, but I would say this is technically maybe the second actually one. If you ignore the first one being more of an experimental thing, we didn't really know exactly what we were doing or what we were creating. So that one was more of a, let's try out different things. We were trying out pyrotechnics and a new location. I think even like some new gear we had. And then we kind of built a story around that one short film we made. And then we made Distortion, where we actually had kind of a lore and a world behind it before we even started filming. That's some background knowledge actually about the series. I don't know if we ever mentioned that before. So yeah, so what's the future of this series? Well, a lot of stuff. We have a lot of different ideas where we want to go forward with this, and you never know what medium it will be in. Such a fun, creative world it is we've created, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Please comment what do you guys think about the series and the world and everything. Just write anything about it. It's always fun to hear. Even, if you have any ideas, write them down there. We'll probably pick them up, maybe. We'll pick them up, delete the comment, and then have it in our next video and not even mention it now. This year's Forbidden Zone, we have a video about talking specifically about that movie's creation and everything. If you haven't seen it, it will be linked here. Next one will, at least I can tell you this, it won't be filmed in the snow, because even though it looks great, we want a different vibe for the next one. So it's nothing about that we're too lazy to be in the snow. Because you will see, we're gonna be in the snow and other shit we're gonna be filming.
It's been really fun to work side by side, shoulder with shoulder with Emilio to kind of build this world together. I think we both have a pretty good idea of where we want to take it, and if we can maintain a film a year is kind of where we're feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually when we have done enough, maybe do something on a grander scale or not. Again, right now it's just a fun project where you just kind of get to do this fun anthology series and just explore a different part of this bizarre world. We got 12 months to figure out to write and film it. For 2025, we'll see what we do for next year.
Awesome. The short film Sober. I don't know what happened, but it's been winning a bunch of awards in international film festivals, and I continue to be spellbound by this whole thing. Stefan wanted to make this personal short film. He told me about it. Of course, I directed, I filmed it, I edited, and all of it. And suddenly, wow, it just blossomed into this festival.
Darling.
Yeah,
It's a juggernaut.
yeah. I'm very honored about this, but because of this, we will continue to have it be a part of the festival lineup next year. So I cannot confirm an online release date yet. We were thinking that maybe it would be around now, but it looks like it's gonna keep on going, and you never know if it's gonna pop up on any other place. If you do want to see Sober, then I would recommend actually checking in on some of the film festivals and all that. So we will usually announce that on the community page here on YouTube. So in case you happen to be in one of these countries, then yeah, it'd be amazing if you wanted to support our short film. It means a lot.
But I think 2025 will be a very, very big year for Dead Films as a YouTube channel and a company as well, if you don't know. Because we have so many great releases coming up and so many interesting and new projects we'll be working on coming up as well. And the scale only gets bigger as well, which is both exciting and of course frightening as well. In a way, our filmmaking has become more complex, which is also why we don't upload as often anymore on YouTube. Because now every time we create something, there's a lot more behind it that needs to be set up. You can't just film something and then release it just like that. When we have it, Dead Films as a company, there's so much more to think about before we even release something. And because we want to make everything, I guess, so good, it takes longer. We don't upload as often as we would like to, but when we do, hopefully you like it.
Oh, I got so much work to do with all these videos.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Don't make me add more effects.
An effect.
What effect am I adding?
Explosion.
You're giving me too much work to do that.
Another one.
Another
one.
Oh my God!
Another one.
No!
Another one. Another one. Another.
Stop! I'm not doing any effects on these videos, guys. This is supposed to be a simple video. I'm editing everything. You know, I don't have time. What's an explosion gonna do for this video to make it better? It's just
Increase viewer retention. Keep your attention, huh, buddy? Look at little Subway Surfers, huh, hey, buddy?
David and Dennis, what would you do if nobody edited our videos?
Hey guys, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm just gonna rip the band-aid and say it. I have decided to take an indefinite break from Dead Films. And I'm not saying I'll never be back. I just need a little break for many reasons. Firstly...
Boo. Lazy.
Excuse me, Lucious, I'm not taking a break because I'm lazy. I've been working non-stop for years.
No, not that. I'm talking about this bit here. Are you going to go out on a lazy why I quit YouTube modern vlogger moment with a sad-ass thumbnail that's what everyone else does, boring, and redundant? I know you can be more creative than that.
I am creative, I just thought this was a serious video, so I should probably...
Don't say it, Paoli. Perform it.
Not gonna get too emotional or cry on camera like all those millennial precious confessional YouTubers do. Don't even think I could cry at all, 'cause all the debts I made would never let me bawl, even if I wanted to. I just need a moment to stop and breathe, so don't be mad at me. It's just that my sanity has been slipping down the tube. So before they take me to that padded room, let's do one last tune. A message for all of you. It's not gonna happen. I care too much about these videos. We're gonna be making them.
Forever.
That's right, I'm not quitting. Credit where credit is due. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Mark Douglas from the Key of Awesome for inspiring that last sketch. His comedy sketches have been very inspiring to me, and Mark, here's to you. If you ever see this, thank you so much for all the inspiration. That was my little tribute to you. Now back to the video.
Other stuff we've been doing, of course, collaborations with Foxway Studios. And if you don't know, they are doing a Christmas calendar. So every day they've been releasing a new action film. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Great to collaborate with them. Of course, they were part of our Forbidden Zone series as well. And also other shorts we made with them throughout the year.
You can also see us in George Whitebrooke, Survival of the Fittest, where David plays my henchman, I play the bad guy, the man in red, who's been featured in a few of the George Whitebrooke movies.
I henched.
It was a very fun movie. Anton wrote a monologue for me, which I was trying to memorize. But we filmed for the Club 3. David is the main bad guy in the Club 3. Watch it on Foxway Studios.
Hopefully I did something different than I've done, but that's the struggle, to hopefully make every performance feel unique. It's refreshing when we get to go and be in someone else's playpen and just kind of get to do whatever they want us to, instead of like being the ones taking care of all the work ourselves and doing it. So that's always fun.
Statsminister, the last one,
That's
is
right.
also out. We got a little bad guy right here.
Indeed.
He's a
got to play
baddie.
the villain. It was wonderful.
Don Maligny was in it, Marcello, the classic characters that have been in a few other prime minister, statsminister movies. And Jacob, I always like when you make these kinds of political thrillers. You do such a good job acting and performing.
All of these projects we mentioned, this link description, you can find them all down there.
On EH Company. It had been some time since we had been filming together as a whole group when we went to Finland this past March to film this stuff. The first thing we actually filmed, the Russian character that you play is captured in the Gulag. Like we're sitting like in silence in this cold area, and then we're having this very dark, methodical conversation. I had a tough time not cracking up because you were so good in each take. Because you went from just being the usual David as always, but then you instantly went into character. It just felt so special to just live and relish this moment of fantasy and imagination. When we get to channel our creativity, just doing that simple little scene just meant so much. That's why I was laughing, because he was so good. I'm also in the latest re-edit of the Philip Krieg Agent of Seven film. Yeah, Clank is in it, and my friend Dylan McKay is also a part of that. So
that's another personal stuff you should check out.
Yes.
Yes. Look, there's going to be a lot of links in the description, and we'll categorize it by channels, and you can just go for it. Videos you should watch, and whatever the first one was. Maybe those are the only 3.
War movie reviews, as you probably know me from. So, war movie reviews. One I did, I think during the summer, was Rukka Jälventie, a Finnish war movie, which I put a lot of effort into. I'm a historical fan, so I always like putting in a little bit of like historical knowledge or widening some of the discussion somewhat if I can. And then it got copyright claim like immediately. And it did good too, the video, which is a shame for the little small part it was out. I don't really know exactly how the format will be in the future when it comes to this, because I do want to keep doing them, but it's really as tough when they just get claimed and you put so much effort into them. If you're interested in watching some of them I put a lot of effort into, I would recommend Lone Survivor. It's one of my favorite reviews I made, but it's also one of the ones that got the least views, and it's the one I put a lot more background and more research into. Check that out. It's a weird shout out to an older video, but it's just one video I really enjoyed making, and most people didn't see it. But then again, this is our YouTube channel, so most people don't see it and most people don't comment either, which is fine. You guys are shy. It's okay. The future of the war movie reviews. Most people do want them, but if you still want them, please write a comment about it, anything. And also if you have any ideas how we could do for in the future when it comes to these reviews, when it comes to the format. One idea would be to just have images of the film. So instead of having full clips that I've usually done, I will still talk over it. Or if you just want me sitting like this talking about them. But I feel like that's maybe not as interesting to watch, because you get to see the movie at the same time I'm talking over it. And that's about it from me right now. Feel free to comment whatever you want on this Christmas celebration special. All we need is, I don't know, you just write Merry Christmas, Mr. David. Write that down. And if you write that down, we know you've seen this video. And you'll be part of the VIP exclusive Deaf Films members list when it comes to a future Deaf Films premiere. I don't know, I've said too much. All right, that's all from me. Back to David and Pauli.
Okay, officially.
I will die on set. Yes.
No.
Oh.
Officially, I am writing Cold War's sequel script.
Oh, it's happening.
I cannot sequel script. I am. Is this a joke to you?
I mean, no.
It's cool. It's fun.
All right.
I'm excited.
Was that some cool words from me?
I am officially writing a sequel script because I found there to be a story that's better than the original. Even.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it approachable. It won't be called Cold Wars 2. Get ready.
I'm ready, all right.
I know he's ready. I know he's ready now. I'm sorry, Dennis. I'm sorry you've had to wait so long.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. It's been so much happening between. But we will make it because I care to make it.
I think we've mentioned all we need to mention.
We have. Dennis, what can we find on your channel this Christmas?
Probably nothing.
Fucking Cole, because he's a bad little boy.
Yes.
He deserves a spanking.
When are you gonna make more
absolutely.
videos, sir?
I don't know, man. When I have the energy, when I have the time, everything, I live a busy life now.
Look,
I really want to call you out on something
never
just to like
pressure.
make it public, but I don't know if that's rude of me or not.
The FNAF video?
Yes.
Okay, he's been wanting to make a FNAF video with me for a long ass time.
I would really like to go over it with him.
I know,
and
and
because if you haven't seen it, hard recommend. Dennis did a series. Oh gosh,
like
I don't know
your,
how many years now.
Super pointy kind of like.
I'm very pointy everywhere. Dennis did a wonderful series. God, you tell me how many years back where he went over a bunch of Slenderman movies.
Indeed, I did.
And
yeah.
I loved when he did that. It was so fucking good, and I've been begging and wanting him to keep doing this with horror movies because I thought it was so much fun. And when realizing that we're both in our friend group and general life, some of the only people that kind of like FNAF and stuff, I think I'm a little bit more ahead of you following it than you are right now.
Yes.
We both saw the movie, we both liked it. I'll say just that for it. And I was like, I would love to write a script and go over the movie with you. And
They just haven't ended up happening.
yeah. Maybe the best way to put it is, you know what, the sequel's coming out next year, so maybe the review will come out before the sequel, because then that's smart for the fucking retention losers.
You've missed so many of our movie reviews this year, so like me and Dennis sort of guys talk.
I know, fellas, I know. You guys have done really good. They've done really nice. I've been a busy bee, and I'm also broke. So it's been hard.
I've also been a busy bee.
Do you want me to show to the audience the amount of money I have in my bank account right now?
I would rather you didn't. I'd rather not make this depressing. It's the Christmas season.
It's DEP.
Oh,
season
it stands for
to be
depression.
Let's take a moment to talk about
Depression.
depression.
It's bad, dude. Dude.
Not fun.
A word
Thank you.
from our sponsor.
Drugs. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around for another year, the year of our Lord 2024 with DEP films. Every view, every second you give a shit is appreciated.
Yes.
That's all I can say, and I can't say it more sincerely than that, except if I were to give you a crisp handshake, high five, or hug. You can choose out of the 3 H's. Anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. This is the part where only like the hi the family, hi family. I'm sorry. I apologize for all
What's up,
the.
guys?
I apologize for all the foul language.
Sorry,
swear
Alvaro.
words.
Do yourself the pleasure of watching some of these things. It's the Christmas season. What are you gonna do? Watch Black Mirror again? Who even watches Black Mirror anymore?
Oh, we've been yapping for.
Yes.
Oh my god, almost a fucking hour.
Probably was gonna have some editing to do to take away some of the seconds.
Oh wait, my phone is ringing.
Oh my god,
My phone is ringing.
Oh.
Hello? Oh, I understand.
Uh-oh.
Guys,
Oh.
I have to leave the video, but you can do the wrap up yourselves.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Fine.
No, it's I got a mission to do, so if you could just wrap the video up.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Good luck, I guess.
Bye.
Bye, Pauli. Well, I guess he's gone now. So.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I don't really know. I mean, I'm really excited for the sequel because I really appreciate
What
the first game.
sequel?
I know that you played the
what
game recently, like God of the World sequel.
Out of world. You're out of this. Oh, 1 second. Well, I gotta take this. Hello. Да, целес. Чекай да. Да, Raul. Да, целес. Give me that. We must move ourselves. The shipment from Don Raul.
The shipment, yes, of course we have to.
It's time.
of my hair. You got to clean up confusion. It's like what the schemes turn into tables. Fondest memories of watching your guys' Christmas specials ever was?
No.
I was in my home back when I used to live with my parents.
Yeah.
And I just set up my phone to watch one of your Christmas specials. I was also on my TV playing the N64.
Oh.
I was playing Mario Golf
Wow.
while I was watching the Christmas special. And then I hear you guys go, wow, I can't believe you watched this far. This is for the real fans. Like you, Dennis. Hi, Dennis. And I laughed. That's great.
Look, I'm just saying.
We know our audience.
The day there's a Patreon, who knows when, I will be naming you fuckers by
Yeah.
name.
Every single
You-
one of you.
Well, I'll try my best. I asked all the actors to come back for a documentary part 2 literally 10 years after it was made. I literally wanted to do it like, oh, I see, cute. But yes, I do have a part 2 plan that will happen literally 10 years afterwards. Yes. Official confirmation. Part 2, here we go. One world.
2 crows, one world.
2 Crows, 2 World? Too Fast and Furious, 2, okay.
Return of Dennis. Hi, this video is sponsored by Hoodoo Revenge.